Hello everyone, welcome to the MCQ practice series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about history MCQ and this is the set 5. So moving towards the first question. The composition of Buddha's biography holds a special place in Buddhist literature. Which one of the following is complete biography of Buddha? And your options are Lalit Vistara, Milind Panho, Sariputra episode, Avadhanstaska. And your answer would be A, which is Lalit Vistara. Coming to the explanation part, Lalit Vistara is a Mahayana Buddhist sutra containing a complete biography of Gautam Buddha. Milind Panho relates the dialogue between the Buddhist monk Nak Sen and Indo-Greek king Meander. So this is also very much important because in examination they ask about Milind Panho. Then Sariputra Parkarna is about Sariputra, the major disciple of Gautam Buddha. Avadhanstaska is a collection of 100 character stories related to Buddhism. And here you might be searching that who is the author of Lalit Vistara. So we have not evidence that who has authored the Lalit Vistara, whether it is an individual work or whether it is a group work. So coming to the next one. With reference to Jainism and Buddhism, consider the following statements. Both of them condemned the caste system in initial stage. Both religions preached non-violence. Both religions were in favor of simple and restrained life. How many of the above options are correct? So here the options are that both condemn the caste system. Yes, they both condemn the caste system. They both preached non-violence and both religions were in a favor of simple and restrained life. Yes. So all three statements are the correct. So explanation is both religions emerged as a reaction to the society based on the immediate birth based caste system. He did not give any importance to the caste system in the initial stage. Hence statement 1 is correct. Both religions have a special place to non-violence because non-violence could end wars. As a result, trade and commerce could have progressed and livestock and depleting due to the continuous slaughter of calves, bulls in countless yagyas could have been saved. So there is a reason that they have believed in non-violence. This livestock was essential for the agricultural economy. So in order to boost the agricultural economy, in order to prevent the wars, they believed in non-violence. The monks of both religions were ordered not to use luxuries in life. They should accept only that much donation from donors as is necessary to save their lives. So that's why they preached the simple lives and they were in a favor of simple, pure and restrained life. So that's why all these statements are the correct. Coming to the next one. Which one of the following is considered the three gems of Jainism? And your options are Buddha Dham Shang, Amrish Acharya Aparigrah, right knowledge, right attention, right conduct, Kaivalya Jeen Tirthankara. And your option would be the right knowledge, right attention, right conduct. Coming to the explanation, Jainism suggests a way to get rid of worldly bondages. There is no need for ritualistic rituals to attain salvation. This can be achieved through right knowledge, right meditation, right conduct. And these are considered as three gems of Jainism. So you must know that what are the three gems of Jainism. Coming to the next one, which one of the following cities is not related to Mahavir? And your options are Vaishali, Lumbini, Champa, Pavapuri. And here you have to guess the answer, that which would be your answer. Vaishali, Lumbini, Champa or Pavapuri. So Vaishali is related to Mahavir, Champa is related to Mahavir and Pavapuri is also related to Mahavir. But Lumbini is not related to Mahavir because Lumbini is related to the Buddhist and Lord Buddha has born onto this place. Whereas in Vaishali, Mahavir was born. In Champa, he has given his first sermon. And in Pavapuri, he attended the last Nirvana, which is he died. So that's why the Lumbini would be the correct answer. So I already have explained about the importance of the Lumbini and other places. So this would be the explanation. Coming to with reference to Jainism, which one is false? The Jain monasteries established in Karnataka in the 5th century were called Basadi. The existence of gods was not accepted. Both agriculture and war are prohibited in Jainism. Chandragupta Maurya adopted Jainism in the last years of his life and propagated Jainism in Karnataka. Your answer would be B. Jainism has accepted the existence of gods, but their place has been kept below Jin. So that's why statement B is false, while other three statements are true. The Jain monastery established in Karnataka in the 5th century are called as Basadi. Both agriculture and war are prohibited in Jainism because both cause violence to living beings. As a result, number of people doing business and commerce are associated with the Jainism. So this is the explanation. Then coming to the next one, in what context was Dviz used in the later Vedic period? Yagya, higher classes, coins, clan, and your answer would be the B, which is the higher classes. So why higher classes are called as Dvij? Because they have right to read Vedas and they wear the sacred threads, which is called as Janev. So in the later Vedic period, the two higher Varnas, Brahmin and Kshatriyas, were called Dvij. Dvij had the right to wear sacred thread and read Vedas. Vaishya was also included in the Dvij group, but Shudras are not the part of the Dvij group. So that's why Vaishya, Brahmin and Kshatriya are part of the Dvij group, and basically Brahmin and Kshatriya are part of the Dvij group. Coming to the next one, what is the correct chronological order of arrival of the following in India? Iron plow, city culture, punch marked coins, city culture, punch marked coins, gold coins, iron plow, city culture, iron plow, punch marked coins, gold coins, punch marked coins, city culture, gold coins, iron plow, and your answer would be the C. Coming to the explanation part, the oldest civilization in India, Harappan civilization, is famous for its city planning. We all know that how planned Mohenjo-daro civilization was. Iron was discovered after the bronze in the Vedic period in 1000 BC. The earliest coins in India, punch-marked coins, struck coins, came into existence of 6th century BC. And in the comment section, you have to tell me that who was the rulers who has issued the punch-marked coin first. The first gold coins in India were issued by the Indo-Yamana rulers in the 2nd century BC. So, coming to the next one. For which of the following characters was the word Seti used? Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, Brahmin, Shudra. And your answer would be the Vaishyas. So, the explanation is the merchants who did business among the Vaishyas were called Setis. Apart from the Kshatriyas, the Vaishyas had generally helped the both Mahavira and Gautam Buddha. So this is the Vaishya who were called as Sethis because they were involved into the business, and basically at that time the people who follow the trade and commerce were also the followers of Jainism and Buddhism. Then we have the next question. With reference to the Sankhya philosophy, consider the following statement. It accepts the authority of God. According to this, nature is the reason for the origin of the universe. In this direct inference, and words have been accepted as a means of knowledge to obtain accurate knowledge. And here the answer would be the B. Sankhya philosophy does not accept the existence of God. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. Then it considered the nature as the reason for the origin of creation. In the Sankhya philosophy of the 4th century, apart from the nature, Purush was also considered as the reason of origin of creation. So 2 is correct. And then according to this, attaining true knowledge leads to the salvation on attaining salvation. So here there is an importance of true knowledge in Sankhya philosophy. This salvation is achieved through the means of accurate knowledge, perception, inference, and words. So be specific for these three keywords. Coming to the last question. Kutagra Shalas are related to which of the following? Jain Education Center, place of stay for Buddhist monks during rainy season, Buddhist places related to debate, ashram places for sages. And your answer would be the C, Buddhist places related to debate. So what happened in Kutagra Shala? There were different sects of Buddhism and there were different Buddhist texts also. So this is a place where Buddhist teachers, Buddhist monks assembles and they used to debate in the open in an assembly hall. So that's why the place is called as Kutagra Shala. So this would be the answer. Then coming to the practice question. Consider the following statement. Buddhism allows entry of both men and women into the Sangh, whereas Jainism prohibits women from entering its Sangh. Lord Buddha directly attacked the practice of Varna system, whereas Lord Mahavira indirectly condemned it. And here you have to give the answer in the comment section. This is little tricky one, so kindly answer in the comment section. I hope you are preparing for your exams. Be prepared for exams because exam is on 16th of June and so many state examinations are also coming up, so be prepared for this also, and this session is helpful for the state examination as well as UPSC examination. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.